Spectre Studios. Play for the spirit of the game.
So we are back at the complex for part 3 of our battle over the Spectre Reach. We've got a problem. Looks like the probe droid transmitted its coordinates because we've got some company.
But with problem comes opportunity. A Gozanti Cruiser has come into our area, had a little hard time with the ion storms, and we tore him up real good. So now he's just drifting as a big ball of cash. But
I want the salvage.
And, well, he wants everything I already have. But the problem is that there's no way to stop the distress call from any Imperial disabled ship. So we have to get whatever cash we're going to get before the entirety of the Empire shows up to reclaim their Hulk.
Hopefully they don't send any fighters or any other big ships. Hopefully we can get out of here before they come for their stuff.
Yep, so it's time to get the job done and get out of Dodge before the bad guys show up.
So the cruiser is going to, for game purposes, cruise across the board, coast across the board, popping out debris tokens that fun for us to run into.
So we'll go over that and we'll be able to see that in action when we get to it in the game, and let's get to the game.
All right.
Okay, so starting off with my 100 points of Scum, we have Sabine Wren in Shadowcaster, which actually goes back to our argument about who is the good guys and who is the rebels. Well, since Sabine's on my side and we know that she's a rebel and a good guy, I guess that means that I'm the good guys. You're the bad guys, so that works out. She brought the Shadowcaster title and a Dead Man switch just to be further more ornery. Ketsu Onyo, who will be helping me out on the tractor beam. A rigged cargo chute for dropping even more debris, as though the cruiser wasn't bad enough. Gyroscopic targeting. And moving on to Drea Renthal, level 5 in a Y-wing, with ion torpedoes, extra munitions. And we've got the auto blaster turret for a little more punch, and an unhinged astromech to help out with some of the piloting. And then last, and probably definitely least, we have a Sick Interceptor at level 2 with the Heavy Sick Interceptor title, an Auto Blaster for a good roundabout time blowing things apart, and the Interceptor also has a stealth device just for comic effect since it's a small little Coke can flying around, and an unnecessarily cool little add-on. So there's my force, and now moving on to the aggressors.
Alright, so the rebels are going to be led. So the rebel force is going to be led by Shara with all the same stuff I've used on everything else. Proton torpedoes, recon specialist, alliance overhaul, push the limit, and R2D2. It's been a pretty successful loadout for me and trying to use the same character over and over. Then we put our Patreon pilot in a Red Squadron pilot, a Red Squadron X-Wing. He has an R5X3, so well, I can avoid all this terrain that's on the table. Some proton torpedoes. And then we got a really high-end pilot here. We got Taicho with cluster missiles. I need some maneuverability, so I wanted to bring an A-Wing in. And that's all we got. Not a whole lot going on there.
So we're all planned up and heading in. This guy, the Cartel Spacer, has a 2 pilot skill, so he's going first with a 4 straight.
So the guy flying the Coke can is also flying slow.
Well, they don't actually... Well, there are a couple crazy people that are good enough to drive this and want to, but generally people are just sort of like given one and told to make do.
Alright, so my next pilot skill is 4, and I've got the Patreon pilot just going 3 straight. Oh, does he have an action he wants to do?
Oh yeah. Why don't we just make him focus?
And I will do the same with Patreon pilot. We tend to mess this stuff up early on. Yeah, put your shields on the thing. Now over to both the Y-Wing and Sabine are both 5s, right?
Yes. So I will move Sabine first with a straight 4.
You know, without those Mandalorian fighters, you're gonna be running into me this time. It's the fighters that did it.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's what it was.
That's what it was?
Those tight, highly maneuverable fighters.
It wasn't your pig-like bus suspension that couldn't drive around a rock. It was me.
Well, yeah, that's the problem with the ARC 170. She don't turn for crap.
Let's see.
Action.
So now, in action, you're still out of range. So I will focus.
Sounds like a good first turn option for everybody. Focus, focus,
And
focus.
then Drea Renthal is going 4, but that's awful hard work for a Y-Wing, so this is stressful.
Yeah, but they've got a ton of hull and shields. They're tough to bust up. Just don't run into that rock, Matt. I mean, Mark.
Well, we'll see how that goes.
Maybe you'll actually plan to not fly into it, like certain other people.
Driving these archaic little rebel wrecks that actually don't, find everything stressful, it could be challenging.
All right, so next we've got Shara is doing a banking 3. To right about there. And I think you're still out of range by just a hair. So, hey, guess what I'll do with my ARC 170? I'll focus. And flying in formation, he's doing the same thing. And bloop. And focus him too. Alright, we can move the
Right, so
busted up cruiser at the end of the turn, or do you want to move it now?
let's move it now.
Alright, we'll
It can
it
move. It moves last, and this will just help make shooting even more interesting.
now. Move it up 1. Oop, flip that over. Use the ruler right. First time actually maneuvering one of these big beasts. Alright. You roll the dice, see if we get any more debris.
And then on a hit or a crit,
Oh, debris! Alright,
kicks out more debris.
where are we putting the debris?
Well, it'd be right behind it. It's just
Just go right behind it.
shutting chunks of cruiser.
Plunk. There we go. So, now we can move on to shooting.
Now we move on to shooting,
I
and
don't
that will
believe
be.
I have a shot from either of my high pilot skill guys.
I think everybody's
I
out of
think we're all
range.
out of range, so I guess we can just call the turn over and move on to the next planning.
Well, here we go. Right, so turn 2, and the spacer moves first with a soft 3. There we are. Come around in here. And I should be able to. Yes.
Now fly into a rock. Look at that, planning ahead.
Well, not flying into a rock is the easier thing. Getting the target lock was a little more important. And so let's see. Why don't we... She's got the R2, right? So I will
Yeah.
put it on him.
Oh yeah, if he goes away, he goes away.
Yeah, because his shields won't come back
Right.
anytime I'm not paying attention. Right, so, and then over to the Patreon pilot.
All right, Patreon pilot
It is
has
me, my glorious self.
fighting against you, your glorious self. Not going far. Hopefully get some people in range and an arc. And get his bad self back on the stand. I believe I've got range to here. Or there if I want to waste my shot. I think I'm going to... I shall target lock Sabine.
Alright.
I got Q and Q, so have one.
There you go.
Your target lock is Q. How do you like that?
Well, my target lock was also Q, so it was just a lovely little coincidence.
There's way too much Q here for us.
I think that is probably true.
There's always too much Q.
So let's see. It's a soft 3 for the Y-wing. However, this was not gentle and relaxing enough.
Still stressed.
So it stays stressed. And then Sabine does a soft 2.
Now, which way is your mold firing arc? Let's point that out now so
So-
we can see you're pointing out that side.
My gyroscopic targeting allowed me to move it over to the left before the end of the combat phase, or at the end of the combat phase last turn. So that sets me up for a shot there and a shot here. And now it's time for Shara and Tycho.
Shara is first and doing what these ships do, not fly fast. They hit hard. They hit hard nice. So we will target lock you, but can I shoot you? Are you going to be in my arc or not? I don't think you are.
I don't think so.
I'm just cutting off the back of you. Yep. So I think I'm just going to... How many defense days has that baby got? Oh, they're hard to hit. So...
Well, it has a stealth device right now, so it's really hard to hit.
So it's really hard to hit. So then this makes sense then. And focus. So I will target lock the cocaine. The cartel spacer. And now let's see if there's room to fit. Soft 3.
It looks rough. Looks rough.
No, I got it. I just got to move Char's base.
Nice.
I'm not going to bump, but... So we'll do this. We'll pull that out of there. Slide that next to Shara. Drop that down there. Take that out of the way. Put Shara back. And replace all kinds of tokens. Q.
Yeah,
You
were
locked
on
there. That's for him. That's hers.
the restacking of the tokens.
So many tokens. I wonder if I could barrel roll out of his arc. I wonder if the barrel roll will put me out.
Maybe.
I think I'm gonna barrel roll. I don't know that I've ever done a barrel roll before. Barrel, target lock, or boost. I don't want to boost. I'm gonna try to barrel roll out of your arc while staying in arc for me. Looks like I
did it.
Yep, that's what I wanted. God, I love those things. They're so maneuverable. Alright, so now you can't shoot me with that. So now we move on to my shooting.
Yes.
So
not only do we have some ion storms here in the Spectre Reach, but we have some very rare winter sun that's coming out and helping. So a little frustrating maybe for the camera, but we have to appreciate it when we get it.
Alright, so the Taicho will shoot your spacer.
Alright.
Oh, I've got 3 because I'm in range 1.
I've got 4 because I have a stealth device.
Yeah. And there's a hit. And evaded.
And, yep, 2 evades.
And now Shara, I would say. I don't think I'm in range 1 with her. No, but definitely in range 2. Lion's Overhaul says I get an extra 1 for my front firing arc. Yep. So Shara will shoot the spacer with 3.
Alright.
And hit and crit. She's doing good.
That's going to be much more difficult to dodge. And I'm not sure I'm going to get any shots off with this guy yet this turn.
You've got 2 then.
So
Shield.
shield goes out and then 1 damage.
1 crit. Which is, after you execute a maneuver, if you are touching another ship or overlap an obstacle token, suffer a damage. So that's
There we
for
go.
him. Now,
All right.
your guys, Sabine and
Let's see.
Patriot Pilot looks like he's going to get shot up a bit, I think. Oh, maybe not. You have to choose. You got options, actually.
Actually, I'm not sure that I have. No, the Y-wing definitely does not have any kind of arc.
No, but Sabine's got options.
Well, actually, it does have options because I have a turret. A turret has a one range.
And you have a mobile firing arc. And you can fire out your front arc still.
No, I'm talking about the Y-wing.
Oh, the Y-wing. Oh, you got the one range turret?
Yeah, I'm not sure why. I have no idea what I'm thinking when I do these things. They're great plans until I actually go to use them. And then it's like, oh, right. That's the payoff for having a great thing. Super gun, really short range. Yay. Alright, so Y-wing does nothing, which I think is what they're famous for. And now, what to do with the Shadowcaster? Got 3 dice.
Patreon Pilot or either of these guys, actually.
Let's watch the Patreon Pilot dance. So. And I've got to focus. So
Crit, and you got to focus, so you're going to use the focus. What do I got? I got 2. I got 2 as an X-Wing. Are you range 1?
Are we at range 1?
You are,
Yes.
so roll another one.
There's a 3rd hit. So 3 straight hits.
A
One
dodge
evade.
and a
Patreon reroll.
Patreon reroll on the one that didn't go, obviously. And nothing. So the 2 will take off the 2 shields.
Yep.
And those
There
are
we are.
back.
Worthwhile. And after I perform an attack that hits, if the defender, he's not inside my mobile firing arc, so that doesn't count. I don't get to put a tractor beam token on him. I fired out of the front arc.
Yep.
The mobile arc was on Shara.
Yep. So, and now the Patreon Pilot gets to shoot back. And I think range 2, you're in range 1 though, so I can't use my proton torpedoes. So I'm going to have to just, we're at range 1 we said, right?
Yes.
So, just 4 regular shots. Or 3 plus 1 for the range 1, right? 4.
So wow, that's 2 crits and a hit.
And I will burn the target line. I'm not gonna be able to use it again, so I might as well use it now. Move to your mobile firing arc thingy. Reroll that. Nothing. So it's 3.
So I've got 2 dice. And my focus is already gone, so nothing. 2 hits.
3.
Yeah, 3 hits.
So that's
2 whiffs. So that is all 3 of my shields are gone.
And use that to.
Blam, blam, blam.
That I believe is all our shooting.
That is a very productive turn for our turn 2 for us.
Jeez, for us that's huge. And now
Yeah.
the hulking wreck.
Begins to plow through the assembled multitudes.
We're worried about fighting each other and forgetting that. All right, roll it again. See if we got more debris.
No.
No debris this time. Look, an eclipse. Look, it's an eclipse. All right, so on to planning.
On to planning.
Planning.
Turn 3. Right. Turn 3, the Coke can attempts to do something. So it's going to be a soft 1.
You know, I don't drink Coke, so it just became a Pepsi can. Well, it's green, so maybe it's a Dew can.
Well, it's green with some kind of brown on it, so it's probably one of those cans that's been on the side of the road for a while.
It's an old Moxie can.
Well, Moxie cans are way better than this.
That's a matter of opinion. So I think that may be it. It may
And
be
they're also
Moxie.
orange.
Rust colored, whatever.
And
So
his action... What can you even do, little thing? I can...
focus barrel roll, evade.
It probably ought to evade. Yeah. It should focus. Oops.
No, what the
There we
hell?
go.
What the hell? What is that?
Oh yes, you're so put upon. You got to reset that back to however you wanted.
Yep. All right, so the Patreon pilot, 4K. See if I can get past Sabine here. Oop.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, no problem. I get past Sabine without an issue. And flip her around right behind you, and I can't. I misgaged that.
I think you got a.
It's really close.
I think you got a Mandalorian eighth on that.
It might be. Let's put this down here to measure. Get her out of the way. It's real close. Real damn close. Wow.
Oh,
You did it all last game, I did it this game.
so close. You can see that the guides are actually
Inside of
passing each other, but the bases are not touching. I don't think you can get the ship back
I'm
on.
not gonna get there, but you're gonna move Sabine in a second anyway, so we'll put that back up there. No actions because I'm stressed from a K.
And let's see, so Sabine moves as a 5, so it's a hard 2.
Moving from the shadow to the light. But you can't move your mobile firing arc this time, right?
No, I have to spend an action if I want to move it.
Well, and you, or go 3 speed, was it?
3, 4, 5, I move it at the end of the combat phase, so I have to anticipate where you're going to be. But if I do it now with an action, then I can turn it exactly where I want it to be. So there's that.
Speaking of actions, what's your action?
Her action is...
Glares out.
Why don't we target lock? There they are. Put it. Come on now.
It's close enough now that it's not a huge big deal. It mattered when you get it off the angle by just a hair, but no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's closer because she's
Apparently-
a 90. All right.
The,
So what's her action?
Her action is target locking. Oh, let's target lock Shara because she's more likely to stay in range.
Probably flying right into your firing arc, actually.
And then it's time for Drea to move with a hard 2 also. And hard 2s are white for Y-wings, so still stressed. And there we go.
All right. So now I have to move. Now Shara moves. She has a hard 2. So I still think I'm going to be in your mobile firing arc, but
Yeah, it's just going to be trying to get through the...
all right, I'm going to do this.
The
Pull
eye
her
roll.
off of there. I'm going to put this down next to you. Slide you over there. Move all these tokens out of the way. Plenty of room to do it. It's just a matter of getting it in the right spot.
So in the old books, I think it's the Rogue Squadron books, where you first are introduced to Corin Horn as a pilot and character, pretty certain that these sick interceptors are what they called eyeballs.
Probably. That would make
But-
sense.
I'm not 100% sure, so if anybody knows, please let me know down in the comments and we'll be able to roll forward with that.
I imagine that's where this stuff came from, because this was expanded universe stuff before Disney took over. Alright, so those are there. So we get that. Now, action time. Action time.
Alright.
I think my action is going to be...
You didn't move your A-wing. The dial is still flipped down.
Right. She has to take the action.
Oh, right, action. I was thinking that we were getting into action and they were shooting
No,
us.
no action. Not that kind of action. Shara's target lock is still there, so she will just focus them and Now, the A-Wing. This is what I love about maneuverability. Leave the fight? No, not me. I'm gonna stay in the fight. With a 3. Okay. Stress. And the reason I love him is because I may perform actions even while I have a stress token. So,
You can do a barrel roll during a K turn.
which I may actually do a boost to even get back closer to the fight. And I'm gonna boost because the aliens can boost.
That's even more crazy cinematic.
Zips around, flips around, comes right back into the fight.
You're so cool, you are both fast and furious.
Too Fast, Too Furious? No, that was a bad movie. Actually, they've all been bad. I don't know how many of them I've liked. If you've liked them, I'm sorry. It's just, you know,
Well,
Vin Diesel's a badass. He shouldn't be driving.
fair enough.
It just seems silly.
All right.
Alright, so now...
So now shooting.
Now shooting.
And that's all Shara Bay at the beginning.
Nope.
Or A-Wing boot.
Yep. Taicho has range 1, 2. Am I within 2 of the Shadowcaster? No, I'm short, so I can't use my cluster missiles on a big ship. So, I think we're just going to try and blow away the Coke can. You seem pretty unhappy with his performance so far, so...
Well, I haven't even gotten anything in arc for long enough to do anything. But it's been nice and defensible.
So, I have range 1, so I've got 3.
3 hits. So I've got 4 with the stealth device.
Stealth device has gone away, hasn't it?
You have to hit me to make it go away.
I did.
That's true.
So why don't you re-roll 3 of them?
Sure, that made it much worse. Let's see, I got a focus, so I've got 2 evades. Take 1 hit.
And that does it. Because you had a hit.
Yep. So, pop, boom, zing. So there's, what, 22 points, 24 points. It didn't even do anything at all. Other than, I suppose, it gave you something to shoot at.
It did. I mean, I'm not shooting at other stuff. I wasted a lot of time and effort on your little sick interceptor that was target locked.
Yeah, we hope he feels better soon.
Oh, I didn't have the target lock there. I thought I did.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Well, it does, because I thought I was target locking the Shadowcaster. I wasn't, though. My bad. Gotta pay better attention. So it is now Shara, who again, I can't fire the proton torpedoes, but I think I'm in range 1, so she gets 2 plus the Alliance Overhaul plus range 1. Gonna shoot Sabine. And this was 3 hits.
And I get 2 defense dice for 1 evade.
And you are out of... So there's regular hits.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
all right, now it is Sabine and the Y-Wing.
All right. So let's see. I do have a lock on Shara.
You do indeed. I fully anticipated getting shot there. That's why I wanted to do the double action thingy.
So let's see what we get. Oh, and I'm in.
You're in range 1, you get the extra.
So it's 2 crits and a hit.
Some stuff going on there. I got a very cocked die and an evade and an evade. So
1 crit?
1 crit but 1 shield basically. So
Yeah. Crash bang. Oh wait, I have a target lock. For another
take
hit.
another shield.
And there we go. So that's 2 shields off there.
And that was my focus.
And this time it works. Since you are in my mobile firing arc and at range 1 or 2, you are now assigned a tractor beam token.
Which means you can start bouncing me around.
Which means that you get moved or boosted by 1. So,
Could you do a barrel roll by 1 too?
yes. I
But you
can.
can't bump me into things, right? Other than
I can't throw you into ships, but I can throw you into objects.
Yeah.
But I can put you in the way, actually. No, they're all straight, so I can't curve you at all.
Yeah, but you can push me right even closer to the Y-wing to get me into range 1. That should put her right in range 1.
And of course, it's not going to fit. There we go.
It's a great looking ship, but it's a big model.
So you still had 1 shield left.
Yeah, 1 shield left. You take the tractor token. That focus is hers. That target lock is blown. That was yours. Your shield's gone. All right.
All right.
Now the Y-wing. I think you should be in range 1 for your.
And maybe.
Yep.
Yes. So
There you
yay!
go. I helped you kill me.
The magic of teamwork. All right. So let's see. The auto blaster turret has 2 red dice.
Well, how many dice do you normally have?
The ship normally has 2, but the auto blaster has 2.
So you have a third with your primary weapon. You can't have a third with the auto blaster.
Oh,
Secondary weapons don't get it. So
So 2 then.
2. All right.
So
Focus nothing. Maybe you can clear that stress in.
Well, we'll see. That'd be nice. All right. So
And now the Patreon pilot has his shot. I don't think I'm at range 1 of either of these ships. Definitely not. Definitely not. So, how many hull does Sabine have? 7?
yep.
I think I'm going to try and put a couple more dents in her. So I have oh, wait a minute. I'm at range 2. I think I'm going to drop his proton torpedoes. Oh, I don't have a target lock. Got to blow the target lock to do it. Damn. Always something in the way of the plan. It's a regular shot then. 1 hit.
Not been a smooth day for either one of us. And 1 damage.
1 regular damage.
So that's 3 total for Sabine right now.
And we shall push forward the wreck.
Wait, no, the wreck moves during movement. It doesn't move during shooting.
You're right, we already did that. So,
Right, so now we're back to planning.
planning.
Dun dun dun. Go.
So, beginning of turn 4, we've surprised! The umpires found us. 2 TIE fighters have stumbled upon our little battle, probably looking for their massive wreck.
They're definitely, they're effectively the siren in the distance. We know that this game is going to be over soon. We need to get our cash and get out.
So we used, going back to the same place we got the rules for the ion clouds, we used the Atori cluster AI, because it's pretty accurate. We rolled ahead of time, and these Academy pilots are just going to zip onto the board. There's pilot skill 1. They can't really do a whole lot. We're not giving them actions because, well, they're just target practice for us. They're just complicating things. And we have determined that we each get, for every TIE fighter we knock out, we get 10 points. So, even though I'm up now, Mark can turn around and start blowing away TIE fighters and pick up some extra points.
And now it's time for the Patreon pilot to move.
Now the Patreon pilot will move just a soft, coasty one and turn towards the TIE fighters. Clearing my stress with that nice, leisurely green maneuver. And then I believe my action with him is just going to be to focus, because I don't know who's going to be where. So, now on to Scummy Sabine and her Y-Wing co-pilot.
Alright, so doing another hard 2 coming around the corner. Come around like this. Here we go. And
Don't really need to move that mobile firing arc out very often, do you?
it's not the way it's working out.
Yeah. It's kind of nice.
Let's see.
Action.
Action will be. Let's focus because that gives me special powers and options.
All right, and the Y-wing.
And now the Y-wing is finally taking a moment to breathe and think things through clearly with a straight 1. And that will get rid of air stress.
So Drea finally says, "This thing's under control finally." Whew.
Well, mostly like that.
Something like that.
There we go.
And Drea's action.
And let's see, so can actually use the gun.
If I'm still there.
Well, one of you is still going to be there.
Probably.
So I will lock up the Patreon pilot.
Well, actually, you know the Patreon pilot's going to be there.
Exactly.
So, all right.
And I don't have range to the TIE fighters right now, so there's that.
I don't know if you moved out of the way far enough for Shara. I think she was going right into the middle there.
I have my letters on my target locks mixed up.
Oh, I've got her doing a soft 1 back in front of the Patreon pilot. That's all right.
There we go.
So,
Oh, you're gonna bum.
no, fine.
No.
Perfectly fine. And something you hate to hear when I'm flying with R2-D2. Green maneuver, shield back.
Yeah, minor. I had to shoot at somebody before anyway.
Yeah. So shield back. I think this action, I am actually going to take the stress to do the double action.
All right.
Focus, so I get a double focus because of the recon specialist. And target lock. Target lock, the Y-wing. So, Drea is target locked. Move that out of the way. Stress is nobody's now, right? Alright, Taicho. Boy, these things are not slow even in the slightest, I found out. Maneuverable, but they don't have brakes. Oh.
Cool.
So it's a green maneuver, clear the stress. His action though, I can't get out of your mobile firing arc one way or the other.
Nope.
I can shoot you from there.
Yep.
So I think I will just target lock you then. Best option for. Hey, Q's locking you up again. Alright, so now we move on to.
And now we move the brute.
And we had decided that. Well, we decided that when a ship runs into you, it's not going to destroy you, so we'll just move the Hulk to there.
And
Roll the die for the debris. No debris.
No debris this time.
Alright, so highest pilot skill starts with Taicho.
Yep.
So
Let's get back over here.
Alright, so I'm going to try and blow the hell out of Sabine. I'm going to use my
Well,
cluster
getting
missiles.
close to being able to do it.
Cluster missiles.
You can use those at range 1?
They're range 1-2. So touching is good. I have to spin my target lock though. So I got no rerolls on it. But I perform it twice. So 1 hit.
And I've got 2 defense dice for 1 dodge.
And the second attack hits. 2 hits.
And 1 dodge.
So you take another regular damage. But she's got a beefy, sturdy ship, so.
So that's 4 out of my 7.
And then Shara. I'm gonna fire out the rear arc there at the Y-wing, I think. Well, I don't get an extra die, but I am target locked. So Shara is going to shoot the Y-Wing. I only get 2 dice, but I get to turn... How does it work? And turn a focus into a crit.
That's handy.
So, I only get 2 dice, but one's a crit, and that's it. You know what? I'm going to spend the target lock to reroll that. That's why I target locked. So, I'm going to reroll that one. Oops. Two hits, a crit and a hit.
Yeah, I get 1 massive defense die for 1 dodge.
You lose 1 shield.
Still, I'm not sure that the Mandalorian's going to put this thing back together and take it out again once it's finally done.
Well, you know, I'm not sure why they're using all these non-Mandalorian ships, considering how cool the Mandalorian ships are.
Because this was supposed to go out, it's supposed to be about going out and picking up cash. Not fighting off half the Empire and Superwoman there.
What?
Alright, so let's see.
It is cool.
So let's get Drea firing.
All right, who's she shooting at?
She will shoot at, let's see.
Patreon Pal is out of shields.
That's true, and I have a target lock on him. And Shara actually is at -1 evade with the tractor beam token on her.
Mm-hmm.
But she has 2 focuses. So let's shoot at the Patreon pilot then. So nothing. Target lock. For 2 regular hits.
So I get 2 dice, 1, and the Patreon reroll, and nothing. So he will take a regular damage.
And now Sabine gets to fire. And let's use, so she gets 3 dice.
Well, where are you firing out of?
The mobile firing arc.
You could, who are you shooting?
The A-wing.
You can shoot at him out of the front firing arc.
I could do that too.
And get an extra die. Depending on what your plan is. What are you looking at?
Well, if I shoot at you from the mobile firing arc, I can put the tractor beam token on you, but nobody else is going to be shooting. Although, I could make you keep it for the next turn. So that's the way to go.
Alright, so you can use the mobile firing arc to shoot him?
Yep. For 2 crits. See, I'm the last one to shoot, aren't I?
You are.
So I will burn the focus to turn that into a hit.
Actually, the Patreon pilot gets to hit, shoot too, but
He's not going to be shooting at me.
So 3 and Y-wing, A-wing 3. So you're gonna strip my shields away.
So yep.
There's that. All right, and now the Patreon pilot is gonna.
But
You want to put the
put the tractor beam token on, and let's see. We will boost you forward, straight 1.
Just coming forward, straight 1.
Yep. Make it harder for you to turn the corner to get back into the fight. Not hard, because it's an A-wing, but harder.
There we go. All right, now the X-Wing's gonna shoot that TIE fighter because it's all he's got in his arc. Spend the focus to turn them both into hits. Considering I lost him to shoot. Why don't you roll defense for the TIE fighter?
And what do
3
they have?
dice.
3 dice. And 2 dodges.
It takes 1. So this guy here takes 1. So they get to shoot now. So they got to shoot Shara.
So they get to shoot Shara. Let's see, they're at range what?
2.
Well, you're flying Shara, so you can do the defense.
All right. God, they're not at range 2.
Right.
So she's only got 1 die now because you tractor beamed me.
1 crit.
1 crit. So move these out of the way. And evade. So that's that. And the other one.
Look at his 2. 1 regular hit.
And evade.
And an evade.
So they shoot like stormtroopers.
Imagine that.
Alright, so that is the end of all that shooting. That's for the Patreon pilot.
And the tractor beam token comes off with Shower, but it stays on Taicho because Ketsu Onyo is running the tractor beam.
Alright. And we'll move on to turn 5.
Yep, that looks like it.
Alright, beginning of turn 5. We start with our low pilot skill academy dudes. We rolled ahead of time using that Atari cluster thing, and we got a 2 forward. And that will make him, well, I'm going to pull him off his base rather than messing with Shara's stuff right now. He might actually clear. He does. He clears. This guy, however, is going to most likely bump right into her. Nope. He will get right in there. So they're making their presence felt. We'll leave him sitting right here until we move Shara. Alright, and then first movement is the Patreon pilot, is it?
Yeah.
Alright.
He's a 4.
He's a 4. I don't remember what he's doing. Hopefully he's clearing this cluster. Yes, he is. Possibly. Hard 3.
Ooh, that's going to be tough.
It's going to be tight. I would say he's going to clear that mess, wouldn't you? Without trying to move all those models.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm going to try and do... Give me this. Right there look good?
Sure, that'll work. And then...
Try and get this so we don't have to move 10 models. If it was a tournament, we'd of course move all the models, but you know, it's more cinematic this way. Alright, so he will get an action now, and his action will be
to wipe his sweaty brow because
yeah. He's gonna just focus. Next are
Drea and
Sabine.
So let's move Sabine. It's a hard 3. You just had it. Where did it go? Where's the hard 3?
Right there. Right there, in your hand. See? And now you can move your mobile firing arc for free, right?
At the end of the
Oh, so after you shoot?
at the end of the combat phase.
Oh.
So it's free, but I have to have I have to plan ahead.
Plan ahead
for this
even more.
Setup time. And a hard 2, which might be problematic.
Nah, you're good. You can drop right in there, I think.
Token rain comes flying down. There we go.
Alright, you forget to do Sabine's action.
I did.
Fortunately,
Sabine will
so-
focus.
And Drea?
And Drea will do a target lock on the A-wing. That's much easier. There we go.
Right. Now, let's see if Shara can get out of this mess. I think I gave her enough movement to pass them. A soft 2 will definitely clear all those bases. We'll move him out of the way. It's only one model. Yeah. She definitely clears and gets over here. Put that out of there. Put a TIE fighter back. Put him back on the stand. Put him back on his stand. Because they look cooler when they're actually flying and not crashing. Even though they're TIE fighters, so they're supposed to crash. Alright, she was stressed. Green maneuver, clear the stress, and get back a shield. That's for him. Move this out of the way. And her action is going to just be... she's going to target lock one of those TIE fighters. She will target lock the one that's already damaged. And that is her thing. She's going to get ionized in a minute. Taicho is a hard 2 back into the battlefield. This is going to be in the way. Let me come up with a better way to do this. Go there. And I think his best course of action is an evade, actually. Alright. So he is action, he is evade. That's for this guy here. I didn't plan that ahead very well because I got no one to shoot but TIE fighters. So he's just going to shoot the TIE fighter.
Alright. And before we get into that, we've got the movement of the big guy.
Movement of the big guy. Roll the die, see if we got any debris. Yep,
yes, there's more debris coming out. So if we ever have to drive behind this thing, it's going to be a real hard go.
Shara's looking at having to deal with it in a second, I think. Stuff just falling off everywhere. Bonk. Another chunk of debris. Alright, so now we'll do the shooting. Taicho has 2 dice. He's at range 1 of the TIE fighter. So 3. I got 2.
And they have 2 dice, 3 dice.
They have 3 evades.
For nothing.
So I brought it up to TIE fighter. Yay, 1 for me. I'm actually clearing up the problems. Shara's target lock is useless, so I'll take that off of there. Throw that over there.
And then I believe it's Shara's shot next.
I'm thinking the only thing Shara's going to be able to shoot, I might be able to get something on you from way out here. But you know what? Shooting down Imperials is more fun. So I'm going to shoot that TIE fighter. I have 2 dice out of the rear, but the Alliance upgrade says that becomes a crit.
And nothing. So that looks like a... Well, it's not a kill, but maybe.
Unless I get a double damage. Hey, direct hit! Major explosion! Boom!
1 shot, 1 kill. There it goes.
There we go. Now my dice will go cold the rest of the game when I'm trying to hit you.
Well, they've been doing pretty good, pretty consistently so far.
Alright, so that's my higher pilot skill, guys. Now it's your turn.
Now, let's see where the A-wing is. Out at 2, so that'll work. Sabine will fire first.
At the A-wing?
At the A-wing.
Since I have the... I only get 2 dice now, right?
Yep, you're down, you're -1 defense die.
Yeah, I'll clear those green dice off the table.
4.
You do have a focus.
Hang on. Yeah, 1 hit looks like. So I'll turn that into a hit.
I'm all of 80.
Dodge it, no problem. Alright.
And now, Drea?
We'll fire with the auto blaster turret, 2 dice. Getting, burn the target lock.
Yep.
There, 1 hit, which cannot be cancelled by defense die.
Alright, then I'm going to cancel it with my evade.
Yep.
So, you could have gotten 1 through, but he's dodgy. And that leaves the Patreon pilot to shoot thin air, because there's no one ahead of him.
It's been a rough string of games for the Patreon pilot. He's not used to this level of low performance.
Alright,
So that looks like we're back to planning now.
Alright.
Oh.
So, beginning of turn 6, we had decided before we began this that Imperial reinforcements were showing up on turns 4 and 6. We just cleared up the last one, so lo and behold, 2 more TIE fighters show up. Coincidentally, I'm glad we got rid of them and didn't have 4 TIE fighters rolling around. We rolled, and these guys are rolling in a straight 4, trying to roar right into the fight. I think this guy is going to end up being ionized, though. I think his base is going to end up in it. Ion for you! You're not going anywhere next turn. So, we start with Patreon pilot, right?
Yep.
4K. Flip it around, bring it back to the fight again, hopefully. That's an easy one. No action involved there. Get back on your base. And he is done. Now, the Scum.
Alright. So, at the end of the combat phase last turn, because Sabine did a hard 3 that allows the gyroscopic targeting to move the mobile firing arc for free, so that has spun around to this side. And see why, because she's doing a 5K. Let's see, where's the 5 at? Where did the 5 go?
Right on the board.
Ah.
Right, yeah.
Camouflage.
Yeah, it's hard to find because it was right there.
And
You can ionize yourself.
no, because I don't care.
Oh, you're a big ship, that's right. Really need to change that rule for the big ships.
So, yeah.
Alright, so stress,
Stress for that. Yep.
no action.
Hey, we're just getting the engine ports on the back a little cleaned up with an ion scrub.
Alright, Drea.
And that is a hard 3. That's 2, that's a 3. And come around here. And the unhinged astromech allows the Y-Wing to do that for a green maneuver.
So you can do an action.
And that action will be, well, we get
Target lock.
yeah, target lock, but I'm trying to decide who. Actually, I think I can get,
Target lock a TIE fighter.
yep.
Try to pick up some extra points.
I'll try to use some of the stuff that I spent a lot of money on. Alright, so let's do that. There we go.
Target lock in that TIE fighter.
And then
Now, Shara. Gonna ionize yourself, but needs to get out of the way of the TIE fighters and back into the fight. So, should be super ionized over and over again because she's gonna zip right back into the ion cloud after she's ionized. We don't have an ion token out.
there was one, we'll take care of it.
So, stress.
Stress, ions, shooty bits. Alright.
No action because she's stressed. So, Taicho, hard one. Zipping right in here, fly right to here. You have a 360 arc, right?
Yes.
So, currently you're at range 1, I believe. Which I don't worry about. Because you don't get the extra die on the secondary weapon. So what do I want to do? I want to blow you up before you can shoot me. How's the best way to do that? I think a target lock is the best way to do that. Put it right there, because I suspect I'm going to have to use it right away.
Alright.
So we will start with...
we move on,
oh,
we move the brute.
The beast.
And we'll get a die for that. And hey, more debris.
As it coasts forward, being mobile terrain. Sort of like our Infinity stuff.
Yeah.
Mobile terrain. Instead of getting run over by cars, we're going to get run over by assault cruisers.
Busy cutting the board in half. All right.
So now let's shoot Drea. I got 3 dice.
And I've got 1.
I'll spend, I should have focused. So I'll spend the target lock to get 1 through.
So that's 1 hit. That's the first hull hit.
First regular hull hit. Boom.
Then I believe it's Shara's shot next.
She's going to shoot a TIE fighter, I suppose. So she'll shoot that one. The Alliance Harbor Hull gives me the extra die from the front arc. 1 crit.
And
Nothing. So focus, focus, nothing. So 1. Wow. And
she shoot herself?
No.
I don't know. You know, the way the Rebels have been flying here recently, this is the best that you've done. All right. So now, trying to see if I can do anything. Let's fire Drea first. So that's like range 3.
At the TIE fighter.
Yes.
What do they get? 3? So range 3, so they get 4.
So I'm firing ion torpedoes. So I'm going to
fancy.
discard the target lock.
Shooting ion torpedoes at.
Discard my extra munitions token. And let's see. 2 hits, or a hit and a crit, really.
They still get to dodge like normal, right?
Yeah.
So 3 plus 1. 1.
So he takes a crit.
I thought you used ion torpedoes.
Oh, let me
What
check
do they
that then. Oh, haha, that's even better. If this attack hits, the defender and each ship at range 1 of it receive 1 ion token.
Oh, so it hits, so they both receive an ion token.
So...
Yeah, Char's
Yep.
outside of that.
So he's got 2, he's got 1.
Alright. And they get to shoot.
So I'm just going to put...
Char needs 1.
Well, those are just tractor beam tokens to help keep
Yeah.
the math straight. We'll get the ion tokens in a minute, and then Sabine gets to
Sabine's
fire.
got it. Yeah.
See, I could fire through at the TIE fighters.
Yeah, we decided
That's true.
the wreck could be shot through because it's just an obstruction now, because you can maneuver around it without it maneuvering.
And as much as I want to get rid of you, I really want the Empire gone even more. So I will pause shooting the A-Wing long enough to shoot at that TIE fighter.
The damaged one?
The close one.
The closest one?
And that is...
2?
Yeah, it's gotta be...
It's not range 3.
Yeah, it's still 2.
Alright.
Alright, so 3 dice. 2 hits and a crit.
And it's not dodgy at all, so
I popped that in 1 hit.
yep, because they only got 3.
Well, I finally did something.
And now the last TIE fighter gets to shoot. Well, they're gonna have to shoot Taicho. So go ahead and grab 3 dice. Measure the range, see if I get an extra defense die. I don't think so.
I think you're at the edge of 2.
No, I mean 3, so I get an
You
extra
are.
defense. So 4 dice.
So 1 hit.
And 1 dodge. 1 dodge over there. There it is.
Just barely skated that one.
Alright, so
Here we go. So that is pretty much all the shooting, right?
yep.
That's a crazy, crazy turn. All right, so let's move on to the next one.
Alright, so we're gonna start with our little ionized TIE fighter. Oh no, I can re-slide forward to 1, but I lose all my ion tokens. So, that's good for him. Next turn he'll be able to do some other stuff. Next pilot skill, Patron Pilot. Has a green 2 forward. I don't know why I went so slowly forward. I don't know what my plan was. Isn't that the way it always goes though? Action. Oh, we might as well target lock that TIE fighter. Try and blow it up. He's gonna fire last. We'll focus, just in case you find a way to shoot me. Alright, now the Mandalorian's in there. Salvage, probably.
Let's see what happens when I push this button. So stop 3 is much bigger than I thought.
Bump you right in the cruiser?
Yep.
Oh well. At least we determined it's an inactive ship. I'll pull it off so it's just a regular bump. Just a regular bump. So we'll have overlapping.
And now Sabine is doing a nice, casual, relaxing 4 straight.
Only Mandalorian in that big ship goes, oh, casually forward 4 straight is green.
And the base has decided to let go now. That was
ominous.
encouraging. Anyway, let's move up to there. Nothing is just falling off, so here we go. And now...
Action. Cleared the stress, right?
Yes, cleared the stress. Action shall be... Oh... Let's focus. Because I could target lock you and you're just going to zip off someplace that I can't shoot.
That's be what I want to do. Alright, so... Shara, I put a dial, but she is ionized. And she's going to slide into the ion storm some more. Just cleaning off all those.
Just take a long, calm minute to just slowly coast through the ion
It's
storm.
not calm because I can't take a green maneuver from it, so...
You may as well take a nap because your
Still
ship is
stressed.
driving for you.
Still, well, I'll be able to shoot things. I can't take an action because I'm stressed. So, ion token's still there. The real question is, what can Taicho do? 5K, can I get past Sabine? I don't know, I did not think you would go there.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Nope, so I'm going to bump into you. Yeah. Boop. And
Alright.
no action because it's not stress, right? No.
No, it's no
Random
action because
so
you
I got no
bumped.
action. But I can't shoot you and you can't shoot me. That's fun.
The other thing, well, I've got that tie in my mobile arc, so at least I can do something.
Right. So he's got the highest pilot skill.
That the critter moves,
Oh, yeah.
the great brute, which is even more fun because I'm bumping it.
So why don't we just move you to the side as it slides through. So this hulking mess of muck is going to go forward.
And it hits.
Hit an asteroid, so
So now
massive explosion. So
we do
what do you want?
3 dice.
3 of them?
3 dice to see, and only getting 1 debris token, which we will put down.
It's hard to tell.
It's behind it.
Behind it? Ooh, big surprise.
Big deal. Yeah.
More stuff
Bam.
behind it. We tried to do something
Lots of
special as
behind
it ran over the asteroid. Well, it's going to keep running over the asteroid, which is handy.
Yeah. So it'll slowly grind pieces off. So
Alright, so
3 dice for random debris and random direction on the asteroid rather than just dropping chunks behind it as it goes.
Alright, so now we go to the shooting.
So-
He can't shoot anybody. Shara can only shoot the TIE fighter. So, forward arc, my range 1.
Oh, it looks like it.
I am. So, 2 plus range 1 plus the Alliance overhaul.
And he is not ionized, so he...
Blah,
Wow.
blah, blah.
1. So he takes the last 2 and goes away.
Bye-bye. Well, I'm glad we added those guys in for effect, huh? They affected the game a lot.
Actually, they did, well, you know, gave us something to do when we couldn't shoot each other.
That's true. right.
But that means that Sabine doesn't have anything to shoot at anymore. See? You're greedy. You're greedy. That's why I don't want you here.
3 TIE fighters for me.
So no shot there.
You can shoot the Patreon pilot though.
Yep. So
You want to use Sabine first or Drea first? Drea can't reach, can she?
We've already figured that out.
Drea's turret can't reach that far.
And I need to, because it's a stupid one-range turret.
Are you range 3, was it?
Range 3, yes.
All right.
So I've got 3 shots. For 1 hit.
1 dodgy right there.
There we go.
That leaves the Patreon pilot to shoot back at you across the board if I've got
Actually,
you in
I think Drea can shoot.
What's your range on it?
Oh. No, wait. I still have primary that can go out.
Oh, right. Yeah, you can go. Yep.
So
range
I can
3.
get Shara.
So Shara would get.
So let's see. So 2 dice.
2 extra defense dice for obstruction and
range.
In range.
For 2 crits.
I'm gonna need them.
Yeah, you guys get like 4 dice, so.
I get 3 dice.
Holds up over the course of the game. You're gonna get those easy.
1.
Good.
So I'll lose a shield.
Yeah, you have infinite shields, so who really cares what I do?
Yeah, it's what I like. And now we'll see if the Patreon pilot's got range to. Yeah, I think I got you an arc. Yep, just barely. Or I can shoot. That'd be a lot of options. I'll just shoot range 3 at Sabine. So 3 dice, you're gonna get the extra defense. I'm gonna spend the focus, so 3 hits. 2 hits.
2 dodges and. I will. Let's see. So I only need 1 more.
But you don't have a focus to do that.
But I do have. Her pilot skill is when defending against an enemy ship inside your mobile firing arc at range 1 or 2. So that doesn't matter. So I'm still taking a point.
So you're taking 1.
I actually remembered the power, and then it didn't even matter.
Hey, well, at least you remembered it. All right. So back on to planning.
Back to planning. So moving into turn 8.
So low pilot skill, Patreon pilot. On over here. Hard 3. Hopefully we're going to be able to shoot Sabine. Hopefully she'll be over there by the time all is said and done. I think I shall target the lock Sabine. Hey, look, Q returns. Alright, now let's go.
Alright, so let's see. Drea is going to do a soft 3 under the belly of the beast. And over to hunt some sitting ducks. There we go. And let's target lock. There. And so that's that action. And now Sabine will do a hard 3.
So you're going to be there for me.
But let's see if it...
Your mobile firing arc's forward now, though.
Yep, because I didn't expect you to be there. So yeah, the mobile firing arc was over on this side, but gyroscopic targeting allowed me to move it forward. But I anticipated badly. But, haha, all is not lost because I can spend my action
There you go.
to move it over.
That's your only action, though, right?
Yes, that would be my only action then.
Alright, so the next action is Shara's ionized ship. Come on, get out. Get out. Whew. Still not a green action, though, so. This damn ion is white. I don't get to clear it. And I'm gonna get shot a lot. A lot. And then the last one is Captain Zippy Pants. I'm at a K3. I know I'm gonna run into that obstacle, but that's the risk I have to run to try and get back in the fight. Oh, maybe I'm not. Am I gonna overlap it? Yep. Oh well.
Key wrench.
Stretch. Right?
Yep. Roll a die. Hurt really bad.
Yes. Ow.
Take your face up card.
After you execute a white maneuver, receive 1 stress token. Action, flip this card face down. So white maneuvers cause me stress. Interesting. So on an obstacle, I can't take my action even though I'm stressed now?
Nope.
Because I'm on the obstacle. Alright. So.
Right,
But
so
I'm where I want to be.
and then move the broom.
I think the broom's going to crush that asteroid under its massive weight.
Cash cow. And grinding off pieces of asteroid. We get 2 pieces of debris. First one is going to go that way.
Which way do you want to go?
That way.
Over here?
Range 1.
So. Right there?
Yep.
And the other one?
The other one will be that way.
So 2 of them right there. Roll it again. That's no fun.
Alright, so it's going to go out that way a little bit. So
No, it'll come out the back. You're pointing the back this way.
fine.
So.
It's more fun to throw it forward, but we can do it your way.
Well, you know, we did what we're going to do.
I don't mind you being wrong. That's alright.
Well, you said it was going to use the green die to point, and then you decided to point another way.
I was doing the cool thing, not the thing that goes along with the rules.
Fine, we'll do the cool thing. Because the cool thing is cooler.
There's going to be so much wind and you're going to get sick of it.
Fine, there we go. The asteroid's gone now, though.
Yes. So then, what? Captain Zippy Pants there with his shooting.
Taicho, but Captain Zippy Points is great.
That's what you call it.
But he's on an asteroid, so if you want to let me shoot, I will.
Well, you don't get your action, but you do get your shooting.
You can't.
Oh, you can't shoot either?
Can't do Squally Douche.
Then off to
Shara.
Shara and her
Can't shoot anybody.
super wonder powers.
Well, actually, I can shoot at the Shadowcaster for range 3.
Yeah.
Barely. So, 3 dice. You get obstacles I'm going through, and so you get all kinds of extra dice. So 3.
So
I got a hit.
we get
A
2.
hit.
2 plus 1 for obstacle plus 1 for distance. And
You're fine.
2 dodges. Alright.
Now
it's my shooting.
Shara and not Shara. Shara. Drea. Shara.
Yeah.
Drea.
I will shoot my primary gun at Shara. And it's range 1, so that's 2 plus 1. Target lock.
Yep.
For 1 crit.
1 evade.
And now Sabine will shoot the Patreon pile.
No! That makes sense, actually.
Well, he's the only one that ever gets hurt, which is really bizarre. Usually that's not the way it works.
Because it's you. Which is really weird.
I've fought against me more often than I've fought with me. Which makes all the sense in the world. Let's see, so 3 dice. You at range 1?
It's close, probably.
Yep.
Easily.
So that's 3 plus 1. Yeah. So that is
You don't have a
hitting a crit.
focus.
No, because I had to move the arc.
It's an evade and a Patreon reroll. No. So that takes the crit then.
Yep.
And either way, it doesn't matter what I flip, but let's see what I flipped. Oh, wait a minute, actually it does, because that goes on Taicho. Ship, reduce your agility value by 1 to a maximum of 0. Action, roll 1 attack die on a hit or crit. Flip this card face down. So, agility is down.
All right.
And now
It's my 2 shooting, so now it's on the Patreon power.
He gets to shoot Sabine back. 3 dice.
2 more hull left.
But I'm at range 1 again. Damn. Can't use those proton torpedoes. Get my universes right. All right, 3 dice plus 1 for range 1. I got 4. I think I'll spend that target lock to reroll those. Again, I should have focused. I would have had it all.
So I have 2.
Oops.
So I take 1. Slowly wearing me down.
Yep.
Got 1 hull left.
All right. It's in the turn, right?
Yeah, the shooting is done, right?
That's it.
So there we are. So we're off to planning now.
Next planning. All right. Patreon pilot. Lowest pilot skill. I do not want to bump into Sabine. Let's see if I can not bump into Sabine. I might be looking at that Mandalorian 8th again. Nope. Mandalorian 8th for me. Leave him on the dial until you move, Sabine. No actions. Oh well. I got it once.
You're just a little bit premature, but that's all right. It happens to everybody. So she moves right after that, and we'll go out to here. There we go.
The cruiser's gonna run in again.
There may be a bit of an 8th there. And now Tria is going to move, and hopefully, I know I'm going to get ionized, but I'm just taking one for the team, and good. I'm not coming into my own teammate. There we go. So there's that.
So, all kinds of crap going on here. Let's see. So she's gonna fly through the debris because it got popped up in front of her. Green maneuver. So I clear the stress, but I take a stress for going through the cloud. But I get a shield back because it was a green maneuver. But since I take a stress for going through the cloud, I can't do that, and now I gotta see if I take damage. Yes, so that shield I got back is gone now.
Debris was only crits.
Oh, it's only crits?
Nope.
Alright, so I'm not worried about them.
Asteroids.
Asteroids are both.
Right.
So.
And Sabine forgot her action,
Oh,
so we'll just lock up the Patreon pilot. No, I forgot it.
yeah. Shara can't take an action because she's stressed now. So, Tancho. Forward 3. Clear the stress because it's green. Don't worry about the crit because it's green. Oddly enough, it's only on white maneuvers. What range am I at?
You can take an action to flip that card over.
I could, or I could take an action to boost into range 1. Do I want an extra die or do I want a target lock?
Oh, you want to boost into range 1, you know you do.
Well, if I can take off your last point of hull before you shoot me, I'm doing good. I'm going to target lock you. We're going to put Q back in play again. Target lock. So let's see. So now move the big beast. Grab it from that side there. So let's see. You have to stand it on end. Nope, didn't run into you. Thought it would.
And there we go. And 1 die for the regular move, and another piece of debris. Well, this piece looks like it dispersed enough.
Alright, it dispersed out away. Alright, so Taicho has the first shot on Sabine. I'm at range 2, so I've only got 2 dice. So here we go. Focus, focus. Hey, guess what? I should have focused again. Target lock gets them both, though.
Alright, well, I have two defense dice. No focus. So that's a whiff, so I take 2 points of damage. I only have 1 left, which means that the dead man switch goes off.
That's not good, but that's good for you. Was everybody within range 1?
Everybody within range 1, including Yahoo over here.
The Patreon pilot, but not Taicho. So everybody takes 1.
Yep. So
That
she
will-
loses 1 shield.
That
Because
will destroy the Patreon pilot.
no matter what I do to Shara, I only ever take off shields, even when I die.
That will blow up this guy. He had 2, that takes his 3rd.
See, I told you you wanted to boost into range 1 of her.
I had forgotten about that. I'm glad I... Yeah, I knew what I was doing. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I knew what I was doing. So, alright. That's it. Oh, no, you can shoot Char.
Yep.
She's the next pilot skill.
Yep, and you're within range 1 for the turret.
Definitely
so
range 1. That can't cancel with defense
2
dice
points.
from that thing, right?
You can't cancel normals. You can't cancel hits. Nothing.
You don't have a focus anyway, so it's alright. Alright, so turn 10, last turn.
Yeah, like turn 10 will change the outcome of things, but let's do it anyway.
I let you fly away.
Okay, so there you saw it. 1 turn left, but there's really, not a whole lot that's going to change in that 1 last turn.
Yeah, I don't think you couldn't take down Char or the A-Wing with enough.
Well,
so.
Shara still had enough shields left that really wouldn't have mattered.
And I was going to get him on my back just by moving.
Yeah, exactly. So
I love that combination, what can I say?
it's an amazing combination. So the rebels are going to get whatever cash they can before the Empire shows up to reclaim the cruiser. I guess I'll have to come back and pick up whatever debris is still floating around later. But the real true pilots fought to the death. The Y-Wing, without adult supervision, just ran off like a kayaking dog.
Yeah,
So there we go from there. So I'm going to fall back to defend my facility where I have a headquarters while the Empire and the Rebels scrap over these pieces, and we'll see.
unless they stumble on you first.
Unless they stumble on me first. But
And now that everybody knows there's stuff out here, there could be other bounty hunters or salvagers coming out this way. You never know who's going to show up.
so we'll have to see. But
So it's getting interesting in the Spectre Reach.
it's getting interesting out here. Hopefully the ion storms will hold people off my doorstep for a little while longer.
I don't want to find you. That's a great place.
And so that pretty much brings the end of it. Remember, if you're in the southern Maine area, or if you want to take a drive, the complex is in Scarborough. And on thecomplex.com, complexmaine.com, send us a note, hook up for a game. We'll do a couple videos, or we'll just do a couple of fun games on the side, and build the community a little bit more, make some friends, see who else plays. Come out to our website, spectrestudios.us. Check us out on the forum there. And if you are enjoying how this new campaign is going, this new style, please come over and check us out on patreon.com and support the game and have your name as a pilot or come in and play.
Maybe one of the Patreon pilots can end up being a Scum pilot. He can get a lucky reroll here and there.
That'd be nice. You saw how well that worked out for the Patreon pilot.
Yeah.
Nothing that I was doing all day worked. All right.
How do you fight yourself like usual?
Till next time. Thanks.
Spectre Studios, playing for the spirit of the game.